Sound, thunder cracks, slow heartbeat rises beneath a whisper of wind. That night, the storm hit Rain Hill harder than ever. Inside a small farmhouse, a single oil lamp flickered, while Lucy Grant, a young woman with tired eyes and trembling hands, chopped herbs for her brother's supper. Her knife slipped just one careless moment, and a thin line of blood dripped into the boiling stew. She froze, eyes wide, heart pounding. For a moment, she thought of telling them, but then she whispered to herself, if they knew, they'd worry again. She wiped her finger, stirred the pot, and tried to forget the sting. The six brothers returned from the rain boots muddy, laughter loud, hunger sharp. Steam fogged the windows as Lucy set the table. Eli, the eldest, took a spoonful, then stopped mid-bite. Lucy, what did you put in this? He asked, half smiling. She hesitated, forcing a small laugh. Just love, Eli. Maybe too much. The room filled with warmth for the first time in months. Outside, thunder rolled again, but inside, something darker had begun to brew. By morning, the storm hadn't stopped. A knock echoed through the house. On the porch stood a stranger in a soaked coat, a preacher named Mr. Cole, his eyes pale and knowing, fixed on Lucy's bandaged hand. Child, he said softly, the things we give with pain, they don't stay quiet for long. Lucy blinked, confused. Before she could ask more, he was gone, walking into the mist as if he'd never been there. That afternoon, behind the barn, the brothers whispered among themselves. That taste, Eli said, restless. We can't find it again. Jude frowned. Maybe it wasn't the stew, Eli. Maybe it was her. The words lingered like smoke. That evening, the storm raged back. Candles trembled. Lucy stood by the window, staring into the dark. Eli entered, rain dripping from his coat. Lucy, he said quietly. What did you really put in that food? Her voice broke as she turned toward him. You want to know what made it sweet, she whispered. My pain, my hunger. Every night I prayed for you all while I went to bed without eating. You've been tasting my love long before that night. The brothers looked down ashamed. Eli's jaw trembled. The door creaked, and there stood Mr. Cole again, lantern in hand, light flickering across his solemn face. You see, he said softly, her sacrifice filled your bellies, but your silence emptied her soul. The thunder eased before dawn. The next morning, sunlight broke through the wet clouds, spilling gold across the fields. Lucy sat on the porch, hand still wrapped in a white bandage, watching her brothers repair the fence quietly, side by side. No words were spoken, just the soft sound of nails, wood, and forgiveness. The preacher's voice echoed faintly in her mind. Pain given in love never dies. It just changes shape. She smiled faintly, tears in her eyes as the wind carried the scent of wet earth. The storm had finally ended, but its lesson stayed, because sometimes the most powerful love isn't in what we say, but in what we silently give away. Sound fades, soft violin, then calm wind as screen fades to white.